me pressing through. I can't forget the day we met. Your smile so bright, it made me swoon. Our love is like a summer's day, hot and endless in a magic way. Whenever I see you, all I can think is my summer love. Been waiting for you, my love. My summer love. Been waiting for you, my love. I can't forget the day we met. You looked so fly in your red Corvette. Your hair, your look, your everything. When I see it all, I knew that you were mine. I'm in love with your hair, your lips, your silhouette in the moonlight shine. With my love, you won't ever be alone, my summer.
This is how I look after a night of waking up every 3 hours to feed the little Nugget. I know. But it won't last as long as a newborn baby. This little guy will be, or girl, don't know yet. And probably a couple of weeks. Won't need to do that as often. And we'll get ourselves onto a pretty regular schedule. Looking for a little snuggy spot to curl up. So it's time to get my morning started. So we've been up for a little bit, probably a couple of hours, or an hour at least. It's hard to tell these days. Not really clock watching. I had someone kind of yell at me for not paying attention to what day of the week it was. And I thought, just because you have to pay attention to what day of the week it is, doesn't mean you have to throw your resentment on me. I have no need to feel obligated to a schedule like that, as my life does not make it necessary. Not to say that it never will, but, doesn't have to right now. So I'm not going to. But I've been listening to this really interesting book called Civilized to Death. I think the author's name is Christopher Ryan. But yeah, it's a really interesting book that, kind of speaks to what choices I've made for myself a little bit. I'm still, I've to some degree, maybe I've rejected normal, quote unquote, normal society, and that I've chosen to seek my purpose through nomadicism. Although right now it's kind of on halt while all this is going on. With COVID-19 and everything. Okay, so I'll snuggie down. I don't have to worry about him wandering. I'm just going to take a little nap. But yeah, I made a choice. And the choice was that I no longer wanted to fight to make the smallest amount of money. And no, it hasn't been easy. And being a forager doesn't really work well when laws prohibit you from foraging in a lot of cases. Not all cases, but a lot of cases. A lot of states don't allow it. So depending on where you are, or where I am, depends on what I can accomplish for myself. And I still live in a vehicle that needs gas and all that. And No, I wasn't planning on living in a tent or building myself a structure to live in and live off the land. Um, Again, because that does take community for that to work. And there, at least that I know of, aren't too many of those communities available to be a part of. Although I am looking into it because I do and would prefer to be a part of a community like that. Yeah, it means changing my tastes as far as what I consume. And coffee probably wouldn't be a part of that equation, nor my propane consumption and all of those things. But, little by slowly, right? And I have chosen to expand my creative learning through doing. And I've been, working a few hours a day at that. And then the rest of it is spent taking care of the things I need to take care of around here to make sure, this little guy is fed and going to the bathroom and all of those things. I did have to go out yesterday and get a litter box and litter and some more food to make sure that I am well stocked for Kitty and for me. Replenishing the ice in my chest. There's things I have to take care of still, right? But we'll see what happens. I am looking forward to simplifying my life as much as possible. I've done it quite a bit already, but I know there's more that can go on. Yeah. So when I call myself the inappropriate artist, right? It's often because I speak inappropriately, unintentionally, but it happens. Things come out of my mouth often backwards. And so it can sound awkward and inappropriate to some. But also my lifestyle choice is considered inappropriate to many. And as I said before, I had a friend who was really upset with me for making this choice, I think. Telling me I needed to go out and get a real job. Well, what is a real job? Is a real job something that's supposed to make me miserable? Because honestly, that's what has happened in my life. Even when I tried to make work out of what I enjoyed doing, it was no longer enjoyable when I had to keep up with the demand of the customer and to give up my life for the customer, right? My mental health as well as my physical health. And where is the honor in that? I really want to know where the honor is in that. If you can give me an honest answer as to why it's okay for me to hurt myself to benefit you, I'm all ears. You tell me. And I'm not into being a martyr. I'm just not. I think there's a whole lot of misconception in that, and there's a lot of things twisted up in that go back way further than me. And I don't want to make this a political discussion or I'm not judging anyone else's choices. I'm choosing for myself. So, the time is going to come soon. I've heard recently that the stay-at-home order will be lifted on May 20th. So that's a month from now, right? And That's quite a bit of time. You know, in retrospect, I know it doesn't seem like a lot, but when, you know, as many of you are feeling, you know, being closed up and away from people is really difficult. And that's because we, as a species, we thrive in community. Yes, isolation is necessary to develop ourselves and to allow ourselves to grow. But our need for community is part of our mental health. But what kind of community do I want to be a part of? Do I want to be a part of one that constantly puts me down for my personal beliefs and feelings, and tells me that I should lock it all up and put it away? No, not for me. I've been there, done that, and it almost killed me. So instead of doing the insane thing, which is the same thing over and over, expecting different results, I've chosen to do something different to see what happens. I might fail miserably, I might succeed, but the regret would come in not trying. That's where the regret comes, in not trying. So I'm going to end this here and say thank you for watching today. And if you like the video, you can give me a thumbs up. If you want to subscribe, you can hit that subscription button below. And if you want to be notified every time I put out a video to see my progress or my falling backwards or whatever happens, you can do so. That'll let you know every time I put out a video. And if you'd like to contribute to my journey, you're welcome to. I have a PayPal account. It's listed below in the description. And I'd be grateful, always. If you're enjoying the content, I'd really appreciate it. So I'm going to go and begin my day. Well, this little Nugget is sleeping. I'm going to try to get some chores done. It only lasts for about an hour or two, and then he's up screaming again for more food. So there you go. All right, guys. Take care. Have a great day. And we'll see you next time. Bye.